Well, yep. Anyways, guys, hey, before you do anything, please don't forget to hit the like button, drop a subscription. Okay, we're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, and also don't forget to share. Okay, so that all the millionaire minded attitude like you and yours truly, we can see all these videos. And most important, don't forget to drop a comment. Okay. So far it looks like there's not many comments. Okay, so I would love to have our normal questions and answers again, something like that. But anyways, hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. But before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, yeah. I can see it coming. I can see it. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, you can't afford to not to laugh. Bitcoin goes up a little. Up. We're going. We out. It's up. It's going. We dump a little bit. Yeah. So it is like really funny to me every time I look at it. But anyways, hey, we're gonna look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we'll check at prices in details, and once we're done with that, we will check on our scalping positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But anyways, guys, before we do that, trying to explain to people what's happening right now on these times in the market is like you trying to tell Uncle T, like, hey, there is a difference between artificial sugar and real sugar. That is how it is. Okay, it is so hard for you, somebody like me that don't eat a lot of sugar. I can tell you the difference. Okay, because like if you blindfold me right now and put the real sugar in my mouth, okay, and then you put artificial sugar later, like Splendor or whatever you call those brands, you put them in my mouth, I will tell you the difference. Okay, I use more of a glucose more than sugar itself. I can tell the difference. But Uncle T, right? Uncle T, like the other day we're talking about that, and he goes, "Yo, Neff." I say, "Yes, Uncle." And he goes, "I watched your video the other day, and you were busy trying to tell me, like, hey, they are not going to print money. The money from COVID is still there. But you look at it the way things are going, and then everybody else is thinking about there's going to be a lot of money printed." I said, "Okay, Uncle T, you know what? Close your eyes." So he closed his eyes. I said, "Okay, put your left hand out." So he put it out. I said, "Put your right hand out." So he did that. So I put real sugar on his left hand and Splendor sugar on the left hand. I said, "Okay, now test your right hand first." So he tested it. That's nice. That's nice. I said, "Well, the next one." So he tested the other one too. That's nice. I said, "Okay, now wipe your hands off." And then I said, "Okay, between the two things that you just tasted, which one is real?" Like, "What do you mean? The two of them are sugar." I was like, "What?" What do you mean two of them are sugar? You're like, "Dude, don't treat me like that. Don't treat me like these Cardano people. Because for Cardano and Solana, they don't even crap about nothing. All they care about the Solana goes up. They don't want to look at fundamentals or anything else." I'm like, "What? What do you mean by that?" So as we're talking about that, I fucked up, okay? Because, hey, I didn't know that was grandma stuff. I just grabbed it from the kitchen just to try to prove a point. And now grandma looking for her sugar. And Uncle T has traces of sugar on his hand. Grandma like, "Tommy." Uncle T like, "What?" did you take my sugar from the kitchen? Uncle T goes, not me. And when he looked at his hand, he finally saw the rest of sugar on his hand. He looked at me like, man, I'm gonna kill you today, man. Look, let me show you right quick. Let me show you. Uncle T running like anything else. And the funny is like grandma was baking some donuts, right? So she thought like Uncle T she thought Uncle T was eating her donuts. So grandma grabbed a spoon. Man, you useless son of a gun. Uncle T looking at me like, you set me up. Oh my God. That was funny how he was trying to run away. He was trying to run away from it. But anyways, the thing I'm trying to say here is this. A lot of people, okay, don't like, not that they don't like, even when they see the signs in the market, they don't want to make moves that are going to help them out, okay? We've here talked about how important is the oil prices when it comes to in regards to macroeconomy. But yet it seems like you are trying to tell people to try to distinguish between real sugar and artificial sugar. Many times here, no, I don't see you. Name me one asset that goes up in a straight line. No breeders. Name one asset, unless green candle chasers, they do that. Or the same thing I can tell you, name me an asset that goes from the all-time high all the way to the all-time low without taking a breather. There is none, right? No asset does that. And then you start looking at that, just the little, the simple logic of it. Bitcoin topped out, okay? And we are now going down to find the bottom. And in history, okay, Bitcoin has never bottomed out at 50%. It has never done that. Right now, that's where we are sitting, because we went 126,000 all the way down to what, 59,000. That is not the bottom. Bitcoin will bottom out maybe 70%, maybe 75, 77, 80%. That's when it will bottom out. Now, you see people looking at that and they talk about, yeah, this time is different. Yes, it is different. The bear market, as you know it, usually be controlled between people like you, me, and retailers and miners that we know, when we get there, miners are going to capitulate, people are going to, the halving is going to come and stuff like that. But now it's different. It's different because, first of all, macroeconomy, big money, they have turned Bitcoin into something else, not just Bitcoin. Well, all they needed to do is to turn Bitcoin, because everybody and their grandmama, they see Bitcoin dump, they dump their shit, right? That's how it works. They see Bitcoin go up, they start buying like crazy. Okay, so all they needed to do is manipulate Bitcoin. Okay, that's all. Now you see it. They are not going to pump it yet. They know your mentality where it is. Okay, so when you look at that, I keep telling you, I think Bitcoin is going to go down to 40,000. 45, 40,000, thereabout. When you start seeing Bitcoin there, that's when you're supposed to probably start making moves. Now, you see that the biggest advocate of all of them, the biggest liar in the Bitcoin community, which is Michael Saylor. Oh yeah, I'm buying Bitcoin. No, you're not. You are doing the same shit with paper Bitcoin. Show us the Bitcoin. All these thousands and thousands and thousands of Bitcoins that you are buying, and the price is not moving. Because if somebody was buying, I keep saying it, if somebody was buying thousands and thousands of Bitcoins every time, the price of Bitcoin will run. Because it is just 21 million Bitcoins. It's not a big supply. You understand? The price will move. It's not like I'm buying one Bitcoin. No, you are talking about, my friends, you're talking about 5,000 Bitcoins. Sometimes 20,000 Bitcoins. That is a lot of Bitcoin to not make the market move. But you know what? It's up to you if you want to believe him, right? You do that. But that shows you something, proving my point. Like, because they are trading on paper Bitcoin and not the actual Bitcoin, the bear market is going to be different. It's acting different. Okay, they are not buying, they're going into the ETFs. That's where the money is right now. And until everybody and their grandmama discovers that price movement is nothing but a lie, they are not going to see the truth. Okay, and when they see that people are going to start seeing, they've started discovering their little trick, they have no choice but to try to pump the market. But we are not there yet, because right now, let's go back, okay, to what we're talking about. Okay, let's go back to the oil. Everything we do here on earth right now, 99.9% of it involves oil, right? And if you do remember, I've been telling you this for what now, 3 weeks, a month. I've been telling you, if you want to look at price of market bottom out, start checking April, May. Start checking there. Now this is, well, I'm not your financial advisor, but hey, I will give you a little of my little secret, how I do my research. Okay, if you check it, every time there's always been a conflict. Okay, everything has always been a conflict. Oil goes up. It never lasts more than 6 months before it stabilizes and everything goes back up again, because everybody else depends on the oil, right? The last time it happened, it was just about 5 million, a loss of about 5 million barrels of oil per day. This time, it's around 25 to 30 million of barrel of oil per day. The entire world is panicking. The entire world economy is was already fucked up. If you add this issue, it's even gonna make it worse. Therefore, you start to hear things like, okay, you know what? Let's bring our oil reserves out. Let's try to do this. Let's let some of the Trumpicious, Putinicious oil that was locked up, let's release it. Things like that has started to happen. Why? Because one, as I said a couple of seconds ago, 99.9% of everything that we do on earth depends on oil. Okay, we manufacture plastics, we have the fueling cars, we do all that stuff. So now price of oil has started to run. So far we are not seeing the effect of it yet. The effect of it, you usually feel it 4 to 6 weeks after the initial start. Okay, that's when you start to see it. Now what will happen to that? That's what I'm telling you, the market has no bottom yet. It's about to. Okay, what would happen? It will be like, one, the plastic bottles, the price is going to go up. The people that manufacture the water are going to increase the price of the water, just because they want to accommodate the price of the plastic bottle going up, right? And that they push it in there, and you and I that drink bottled water will have to pay higher prices for the water. Okay, it's not just water, it's everything. The gas. Okay, the gas for your car, the price of the barrel goes up. The price to refine that barrel that they just bought at higher prices also goes up. And now the price for a liter or a gallon of gas also goes up. Therefore, things start to go even higher. Now, a lot of you guys say, yeah, we know higher prices or everything, but you're forgetting one thing. When prices of everything starts to go up, people stop spending as much as they normally spend. Okay, and what happens is that things get flooded, and when things get flooded, inflation that was already there gets worse. Therefore, you start hearing people talking about hyperinflation, and that is something that Uncle Sam, Trumpicious Magicius, does not want to hear anybody breathing about. Why? Because we do have midterm election coming on, and now, that is even the little part of the problem. The bigger side of the problem is that now, if a hyperinflation kicks in because of this, okay, no rate cuts. People are already telling you, like, okay, March, I don't think there will be any rate cuts in March, which I already told you guys here a couple of weeks ago. I'm a guy that like to do my research, like to look at things like a little bit futuristic, okay? And I told you guys they're not going to happen. Even if there is rate cuts, money printing is not going to happen. Because right now, you see, we're already in inflation. You print more money. What happens? You even kick in a hyperinflation faster than we thought. So if you look at it, right now, oil is like $100 or $100 and some dollars. Inflation of what? 2.some%. By the time oil start hitting that $150 to $200 a barrel, inflation will be close to 3%. And that, my friend, that will reverse. Instead of tightening, they go to what? Easing. Instead of easing, they go to tightening. They start to do that. So things are looking very, very ugly. As a matter of fact, that's why you have in the G7 countries, they are having all these emergency meetings. I told you, it's not, the war might be stopping, because like for me, I think the situation we had back then is way different than the situation that we have right now. So yeah, Trumpetian throwing stones, and from what I could dig out, was to prevent World War III. That's what I could dig out, because Israel, okay, Netanyahu, he told the U.S. to say, hey, unless you guys take care of those nuclear sites, we are going to drop nuclear bomb on Iran. That's what he said. And America did not want that. You know, we're allies, okay? So we did not want that. To prevent a bigger catastrophe, they had to create something. And at first, people talking about it said they don't believe it. And I said, okay, why? Look at the way things unfolded, okay? We already know that the oil, if Iran disrupts the oil, the Strait of Hormuz, the way they are doing it, is going to lead to many countries bleeding. Many countries' economies are going to go to shit, right? So why did people not come out and say no to Trump issues, Margex? I think they already knew that that was what was going to happen, okay? So right now, Trump issues, even himself is talking about it. Say, hey, little pain or blood on the street is a little price to pay for what would have happened, right? So it is what it is. Now, for you and I, all that is just mambo jumbo off the streets. We don't really give a crap about none of that, okay? What you and I care about, okay, my friends from Iran over there and everybody, what we care about is one day after all these muddy waters clear, we want to be sitting in a position of strength, right? That's what we want to sit on. Therefore, some people are start looking at it. I don't trade oil. I don't. If I did, I would have told you, you know what? I think I'll put options on oil by probably the end of next month. So that would be like, okay, by the end of next month, this and that, what will happen. But I don't trade options. So you start looking at where you're going to be sitting. Now, we look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin was $65,000 yesterday. And when I saw the first chart before the price started going down, I opened a bunch of short positions, because I was like, yeah, the oil futures open up, fucking up the price like this, something else is going to happen. So I opened up a bunch of short positions, and right now I still have them open. And everybody and their grandma on Twitter, on YouTube, everybody you go, oh yeah, we are back. Oh yeah, we're now going up. Oh, now we're now doing this. And on top of that, you also hear people trying to bash Casplex, because Casplex, they were explaining what's going on with the stablecoin situation on the end, right? And you listen people talk about this and you start laughing out of it. Because again, you've even heard Jonathan himself tell you he doesn't think layer 2s are going to be very relevant on Kaspa. You've waited since the inception of Kaspa till 2026. You cannot wait a couple more, 2 or 3 more months for VPROX to go live? What is wrong with you? This is exactly how people miss the opportunity to make big money. That's how they do. Because if you ask me, guys, you have to think about it. You have 4 to 6 weeks for the macroeconomy to settle. Okay? In those 4 to 6 weeks, we are going to see Bitcoin dip. When I say dip, we are going to see it go down. Because the war is not going to be over tomorrow or today. No. It's going to take, there's a lot of things that they have to go through and then before they settle. 4 to 6 weeks. And in the meantime, you're going to see things go haywire. And when I mean haywire, I mean haywire. Belly up, chicken coop up. Okay? Bitcoin is going to drop, and we already know. Once it drops, everybody and their grandma will start selling whatever dog or frog coins that they got in their wallets. Okay? Kaspa included. They're going to sell. So, on this meantime, instead of you trying to follow the crowd, Bitcoin going up, yay, we are back. Oh, no, we're dumping. Instead of doing that, you have to start looking at these projects. King Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, even cubic, that is high risk, high reward. You might want to start looking at that thing. You might start looking at that thing because first of all, you see it right now. The article I was reading the other day about tokenizing stuff, okay? Tokenizing assets, and BlackRock looking at it like, okay, we want to tokenize stuff, but the infrastructure is so weak, it's not even funny. We don't even have the rails for it. Imagine when the Clarity Act goes live and then you start having stable coins getting traded on what you call it, or with banks and everything else. If right now you are having problem conducting transaction on tokenized assets, what do you think would happen when the volume is 5, 10, 15, or even 20 times? Okay, so whether we like it or not, sooner than later, people are going to look for alternative. People are going to ask the right question. Okay, where can my stable coins run better? Where can I trade my tokenized asset, my gold, oil, whatever? Where can I trade them without having to, have to go and jump hoops? And that is where Kaspa plays in. See what I'm telling you? That is where Kaspa plays in. We've made, and it's still like everybody was talking shit about it. No, last year, you remember Hyperliquid, right? Everybody was like, yeah, Kaspa is nothing because Hyperliquid is here, Hyperliquid this. Where is Hyperliquid now? Where is Hyperliquid? Yeah, sorry about that. Where is Hyperliquid? Because I had people saying, oh, listen, we are going to have us, we're going to have us Hyperliquid at $1,000 by the time this and that is said and done. And I kept telling you guys, Hyperliquid is not what you think. When you do your normal technical analysis or your normal research before you start to how you say this, invest in something, one of the first thing I usually look at, okay, how many coins are out there? What is the total supply? And I do remember telling you, first of all, look at it. Only like 20% was out at that time when the price was high, right? Now you look at it, they've started to release that supply. You start to release it, and guess what? Price is going down. For those of you chasing for those candles. Now, when you look at the ecosystem, what is in Hyperliquid? What is in it? Okay, so those are things you got to start looking at. Kaspa is the real Bitcoin. The way Bitcoin was made to be. Bitcoin was supposed to be that chain that everything is built on top of it. That's what Bitcoin was supposed to be. Bitcoin was supposed to be the mother chain, the rails of everything. Be it tokenized asset, be it stablecoin, be it other projects, be it the fastest thing ever. That was supposed to be on Bitcoin, but it failed. It fell completely. And still, when you say this to somebody, they start looking at you as if you are talking, you are speaking in Chinese, and they don't understand you. It failed. So you and I, our point here is that we're trying to make money. We're trying to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status. Like I said, now Kaspa is your number one thing that will make you that money. A lot of people are looking at price action right now, going crazy about it, and they don't even factor in what the entire world is doing. Okay, they don't factor in that. They don't factor in that Kaspa, during the bear market, they've been building. While every other chain, they're trying to patch up their little leaks there and here, right? It's like a bucket full of holes. That's what I see the dying one, Ethereum. Full of holes. Oh, now we had this upgrade here. Nope, not that one. Oh, now try this one. Nope, not that one. Oh, you know what? Let me try to bullshit everybody else. Sell some of my coins to call it for development. Really, when you look on chain, it's something else. So yeah, Ethereum is fumbling. You look at the Crashilandia, even worse. Crashilandia is even worse. And I hear people talking about, yeah, Crashilandia is going to do this, Solana here, Solana that. Guys, I've said it here before, and I'll say it again. I want to see these projects. We're going to find out the real nature of these projects when Kaspa's VProcs go live. You will see. Once these VProcs go live, then you can compare if you want to. But yet, You and I, like I said, we want to make money. Get into Kaspa right now, that is less than 3 cents. If it goes even lower, for me, even better, because I'm going to buy 300,000-400,000 coins in one hard bit, not even thinking about it. You understand? It is the time for you to do that. If you think that Kaspa is not a one for you, look at Quant. Look at Quant. Quant is offering something that every other coin is running away from: CBDCs. Nobody likes CBDCs, but the economy is going to blockchain, right? What do you think the government is going to do? Like I said, the government wants to know who, when, how much. They want to know all that. Therefore, CBDCs are going to be shining. And with Quant dealing with CBDCs, this is going to make Quant a very hot commodity. A very hot something for you to hold in, not commodity, a very hard piece of something for you to hold in your wallet. And now, not even adding, for me, the crown of these jewels is going to be the overledger. Okay, but let's say I'm using Kaspa for sure. You are using XRP. The other one is using Hyperliquid, whatever nonsense that you're using. The only thing that connects us together is going to be the Quant overledger. We've talked about it here, and people seem to look at me like as if I'm talking jargon, right? It doesn't make any sense. I understand. But time is coming when it is really, really going to make sense. When that day comes, my friend, don't say I didn't warn you. Because this question that I usually ask every day, if we are buying Lambos yet, that question will turn to be, yeah, what color is your Lambo? That's what that question is going to be. Because like right now you look at it and everybody like, yeah, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Even Jasmine. Jasmine is less than a cent, my friend. Less than a cent with a whole country behind it. Yet you see people, they want to go look at Bitcoin. One single Bitcoin, what, 65,000, 68, whatever that is sitting right now. How much of that can you make with just Jasmine? Jasmine is sitting at 0.05, I think, or 0.06. If you do your math, okay, look at this. Let's see, calculators. What is it? Calculator. Let's just say you, my friend, you do your math. Oh, how much is Jasmine right now? Let's see, Jasmine. I see Jasmine, JAS, Jasmine coin. How much is that right now? 5811. Okay. Look at this. Let's just say you put $1,000 into Jasmine right now, divided by 0.005811. You get 172,000 coins. If Jasmine just go, we're not going far away, okay? Let's just take a little bit. If Jasmine goes to 3 cents, your $1,000 will be worth 5,000. You already 5x your money. Now let's say Jasmine goes to 30 cents. Your $1,000 will be worth $51,000. Did you see it? That's what I'm trying to tell you. The opportunities are there right in front of you. Compared to Bitcoin, Bitcoin is sitting at what, $68,000, give or take right now, right? Let's see, BTC. What's Bitcoin sitting at right now? BTC, and we do have here. What do we have? $68,500. Okay, $68,500. Let's just say you only have $1,000 divided by 68,500. This is how much Bitcoin you get. So let's say Bitcoin is so bullish, but by next bull run, the top, let's say if the top ends up to be $200,000. Okay, now multiply this by $200,000. Look at that. Your 1,000 will be worth just close to 3,000. You see? This is what I'm telling you. Your money is not on Bitcoin. You're in a millionaire journey. You don't have time to wait. This is a waste of time for me. I'm gonna wait for 2 years just to make 3 grand. Man, you are man, get the hell out of here. Seriously. Even let's just say, even if Bitcoin goes to 300,000, see, $300,000, your 1,000 will be worth $4,300. I mean, you need to use your brain. You can't explain this to anybody. That it doesn't make any sense if you can't. Oh my God. You have to look at where your money is. Your money is not on Bitcoin, my friend. It's not there. Look at Kaspa, for example, okay? Let's see King Kaspa. KAS Kaspa here. Let's go with Kaspa. What do you got? 3014, okay? So if we do $1,000 right now, $1,000 divided by point, okay, 0.0314, you get 31,000 Kaspa coins. Okay, let's just say you are bearish, you don't believe in Kaspa. Kaspa goes to all-time high, 0.20, 0.2 cents. Your 1,000 becomes 6 grand. Okay, come on. Your 1,000 becomes $6,000. That's what it becomes. Now, let's just say Kaspa goes up to 50 cents. Your 1,000 becomes $15,000. I mean, just look at this. If it goes to $1, your 1,000 becomes $31,000. Now, with the way things are moving, I'm telling you, this thing is going to run. Like, they keep comparing it to the raccoon. Okay, $3. If it goes to $3, your $1,000 become $95,000. See what we're talking about. Now, I know a lot of you call me crazy, but if it goes up to $10, your $1,000 become $318,000. How come this does not sink in? This is my millionaire journey. Look at, yeah, it's a higher risk, yeah, but you also need to understand something. Higher risk lead to higher rewards. That's what it is. Right now, the market is bleeding. Yep. Try to accumulate these coins. Try to get them. I know most of you look at me and they don't understand why I keep talking about it. You don't get it, right? When it begins to happen, a lot of you will come back to me and be like, oh, I see now. It's not the first time, right? It's not like I want to repeat it again. But last year, I told you, right? July, August. Now it happened. People are coming back. Yeah, that was a lucky shot. Okay. Let me be a lucky shot. Let's see this year again. I tell you, like I said, start looking at the market April, May. Start looking at the market. If you want to enter those legendary positions, April, May, start looking at market. I don't have a crystal ball to give you the exact date, but I can tell you those 2 months are going to be crucial for the bottom of the market. Very crucial. Myself personally, I will start looking at market middle of this month. That's what I will start doing, because you guys already know me. I don't like to wait for the price to confirm. I like to take action right away. Okay, so yeah, it's up to you. Market is bleeding, yep, but do you want to be rich? That's the question. Do you want to be rich? Do you want to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status? Do you want generational wealth? Therefore, you got to choose your assets very, very carefully, because again, Bitcoin is not going to get you that wealth. You're too late to that party. If you did not get into Bitcoin when it was less than $10,000, you are too late to that party. Now you have the thing. You have Quant, you have Kaspa, you have Jasmine, you have Cubic, which again, you are so early that is not even funny. We don't have paper Kaspa yet. Kaspa is still under control by miners, you and me buying and selling, stuff like that. We don't have paper Kaspa yet. By the time this thing hits Main Street and you start mainstream and you start hearing, oh, Kaspa's ETF, grandma.iu ETF Kaspa, Uncle T, brown sugar and whatever ETFs Kaspa. By the time you start hearing that, it'll be too late. Now is the time you are supposed to jump into it. Hey, I'm not your financial advisor, right? Hey, you're free to do whatever you want with your money. But I'm going to sit here and laugh about it when I'm into my Lambo. Though I don't like Lambos. I think a Bentley will be better for me, but oh well. We choose one when we get there, okay? Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. I can tell you right now, a lot of people are about to jump that bridge. Let's see right quick, okay? Let's go crypto bubbles. Where's my friend at? Here you go. This is what everybody's talking about. Oh yeah, we are back. But you know what? It has started to reset already, because when you look at it on the hourly, what do you see? It has started, right? Even on the weekly, you can even see on the weekly it has started. So yeah, then you guys get mad when I laugh at people. You get mad about it. But anyways, like, let's go look right quick. First, we're gonna start with King Kaspa, KAS. What do we have going on here? For the past hour, 0.1% down, okay? 2.7% up on the day, 0.2% down on the week, 4.1% down on the month, and 57% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $809.44 million, and the 24 hours volume traded at $12.16 million. All right, so the next one is going to be, we're going to look at quants, okay? The one a lot of people love to hate, QAT. What do we got going on here? For the past hour, 0.7% down, 0.5% down on the day, 0.3% down on the week, 1.6% down on the month, and 24.7% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $920.67 million, and a 24 hours volume traded at $11.32 million, right? Now we go to the next one, which is going to be our good friend, Cubic, okay? High risk, high reward. Let's see what we got over there. Sitting at 2.2% up in the last hour, 24.9% up on the day, 42.5% up on the week, 29.2% up on the month, okay? And 33.2% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $93.18 million, and a 24 hours volume traded at $4.04 million. That's a nice price to look at, but hey, you better be careful, because right now we're in that trap again. This thing is gonna drop and you're gonna be crying about it. Market cap price is easily moved on Cubic, because market cap is basically zero, okay? It's still very low. So yeah, do not get trapped with this kind of stuff. Anyways, now let's go right quick, look at the Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on over there. For the past hour, 0.5% up, 8% up on the day, 5.9% up on the week, 3.5% up on the month, and 64.2% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $288.50 million, and a 24 hours volume traded at $23.92 million, okay? See, I always said it, right? Jasmine follows Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin people gonna do, Jasmine's gonna follow. So this price action right here, yeah, it's not it yet. Be careful, because hey, you are about to jump that bridge. Don't say I didn't warn you, right? Anyways, now let's go look at Jonathan's Pets Toro, which he calls Bitcoin, and I call the orange guy. As you guys can see, okay, what you got? We have here 0.1% down the last hour, 2.4% up on the day. This is why Jasmine is running that little percentage, okay? 0.3% down on the week, 1.1% down on the month, and 20.4% down on the year, okay? Sitting at the market cap of $1.37 trillion, and a 24 hours volume traded at $54.02 billion. Again, a lot of people are about to really jump the bridges, because nobody's paid attention to what is really going on in this market. And I'm telling you, yeah, it's about to look very ugly, okay? Anyways, up to you. Now let's go look at prices in details. Although for me, I don't think there is anything to be looked at over there. There's nothing to be looked at, okay? First of all, look at the entire market. What do you see? S&P 500 is dropping. Dixie and Bitcoin going up at the same time. That is not a good sign. There need to be an inverse correlation. Two of them in one direction at the same time. It's not something good. But oh well, it's up to you, right? Now we look at the charts. First, we start with King Kaspa, which again, you gotta remember this situation, right? Is playing out the same thing, just like it happened sometime here. And I told you guys, no, it's not time. The same thing is happening right now, okay? Now you're looking at it and everybody at grandmama is jumping and celebrating instead of paying attention to this. Look at the MACD, right? Exhausting out. Look at the ribbon. You see, it was green. It has started to curve. You might not see it yet, but it has started to curve, right? Another thing, look at the moving average pointing downwards. So it is not time yet. If you try to rush in here, you are going to lose money. It's that simple, right? You look at it on the 4 hour. What do you have? You see the same thing, right? If you was copying the market, yeah, you would have made some money out of it because we had a buy signal here on the 4 hourly. But on the macro time, when the bigger side, look at it right here. MACD has already started forming white candles, which tells you exhaustion of price, right? You will have moving average moving downwards. Ribbon still red. It's trying to curve, but it is still red. So it's not time yet. Look at it. I zoom it in for you so you can see. It's not time. It's a fake out. Okay, like I said, markets don't go in a straight direction, either up or down. No, there are breathers. It goes down, okay, it breathes and then continues on its way down. We are not there yet. Okay, so it's up to you. You do you. Okay, now you look at it on the daily, you are also going to see the same thing. Nothing has changed. Therefore, guys, when you start to look at this thing, you start to think about it this way. Anything under 10 cents for Kaspa is nothing but noise. It's your opportunity to accumulate as much Kaspa as possible, okay? Above that, we are going to get into 15 cents. And once we conquer that, we will start looking at, excuse me, we'll start looking at 18 cents. And then all-time high, and before you know it, we'll get into price discovery. But right now is your accumulation time for you to pack your bags, time for you to make that money. Oh well, don't say I didn't warn you, right? Anyways, now let's go look at quant right quick. Those are the only tools I'm looking at right now. So if you look at quant, QNT, let's see, where's QNT at? See, like I told you guys, nothing has changed, right? You see the situation that quant is in right now is exactly what Kaspa is doing. You remember I told you we had a buy signal, but you also have to understand the MACD is turning into bearish signal, right? The same thing. You see price went up, now we've started to come down. Moving average facing downward. So yeah, it's not time to celebrate yet. We still got a lot of pain on the way, okay? So if you look at it on the 4 hourly, what do we have? Nothing changed. It's the same thing, right? So everybody and their grandmama wants to sing victory, but it's not. Markets always do this. They will give you a taste of the sugar, and before you know it, they will replace it with a pinch of aspirin. That's what we do. So yeah, you have to really be paying attention to these things. Well, it is up to you. If you look at it on the daily, what do you see? The same thing. On the daily, it's even much more clearer. Look at on the daily. We do have, excuse me for a second. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? We do have right here. See? That's a sell signal. On the daily. that's a sell signal. And what do you see? Moving average going down, right? Price going down. Look at MACD. We just flipped from green to white, now to red. It is bearish signal. So, well, it's up to you. Well, you can long if you want to long. You can come back and we cry together. Anyways, yeah. That's why for me, if you look at it, anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Okay, people are trying to make their money. People are trying to swing trade. That's them, right? Above that, we do have $151. Once we cross that, we'll have 164, which will lead us to 176. Okay, once we cross that, start looking at 230. Above 230, we would then have what you call it, all-time high, and then we head into price discovery. That's what we do it. Okay, so for me, everything is still playing just like I told you. I'm just sitting normal. I'm not even playing on anything else. If you look at gold, for example, you see gold is also started taking a breather. Okay, things are looking ugly for the macroeconomy, and unfortunately, that is going to trickle down into the rest of the markets. Okay, oil is not doing great. I mean, oil is the one doing great, and when oil pumps, everything else, yeah, that inflation is going to hit like something else. It's not going to be immediate. It's going to take some time, and before you know it, yeah, everybody and their grandmama is going to realize what just happened. Okay, anyways, guys, now let's go look at our scalping positions. Let's see how things are moving on those camps. But before we do that, like I always say, please do not get into leverage positioning if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, leverage trading is the easiest way you can use to lose your money. Right now, so far, let's see what's going to happen. But hey, if you want to try, down below, I do have Wix, Phemex, Margex, Bydfi. Any of those links, you follow them, meet their deposit requirement. Once you get the requirements, they're going to give you free money. You get the free money, withdraw your own money. I'll put it back in your bank or wherever you took it from, and use the free money. Get $20 and practice. Okay, long, short, stop loss, trailing stop loss, whatever you want to call it. Once you listen, if you do this a couple of times, and then if you can turn $20 into 40, 40 into 60, 60 into 100, then you're ready. If you still cannot do that, my friend, please keep on practicing or leave it alone. It's that simple, or else you will become the newest resident of Rec City. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at these positions. Okay, first of all, we're gonna start with Phemex. You guys know there I've been trading excuse me, I've been trading King Kaspa. Overall, here is $487, and yeah, we're doing our thing right there. And you can see the contracts here is still doing great. It's sitting at $381 in total profits. Okay, I think I'm gonna open some more positions here on other coins, but I'm still thinking about it. Who knows, right? I'm still thinking about it. But anyways, on our next one is going to be on Wix. On Wix exchange, I have a couple of short positions. Again, when everybody telling what they're telling you, I am shorting the market. I'm not longing. I'm scalping it. Okay, right now you see that my overall here is sitting at $2,681. Now the positions I'm doing here are as follows. I open a short on Tau. I have a short on Tau, which is sitting at $143 in total profit. So yeah, let's watch and see what happens to that. The next one, I opened Trump. You guys know Trump, I closed it and then I opened another one, right? Took profits. And now it's still sitting at profit at $186. The next one is going to be River. Yes, you guys, I already told you guys, I've been shorting River all this time anyways. But River, I'm sitting at $261 in total profits, right? Next one is going to be Pepe. Like I told you guys, meme coins. If you want to make money with meme coins, short when the bear market comes. That's when you're going to make your money. Pepe right now, I'm sitting at $686 in total profits. Okay, and we do have Jasmine, which again I closed the position and I opened another one, so I took profits. So my new position right now is sitting at $62 in total profits. Now, last but not the least, is going to be we're going to have here QNT, which is also sitting at $277 in total profits. Okay, so yeah, you can also see Kaspa. My Kaspa position is also sitting at $511 in total profits. So yeah, as you guys can see, I'm shorting the market. I'm scalping the market. Everybody else who's talking about, yeah, we are in, we are back. Nope, that's not me. I'm shorting. So this is Bitcoin right now, as you guys got to see. Yeah, the little pump that tried to happen, I think it's coming back down. Okay, Bitcoin can even go as far as $71,000 and still be bearish. So do not be confused with the price action. Look at the entire fundamentals. Look at all what the macroeconomy is doing. Okay. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my son Acorns account, because yeah, the market has been shaking like really, really bad. So let's see what we got going on there. Well, not doing bad. It's still at $953. Wow. Okay. And then we look at here. Let's see these positions. What we got going on here. He's 1.46% up. Not bad. On stocks and ETF, we do have S&P 500 at $436. Medium companies at $50. Small companies at $25. And the international companies sitting at $231. Okay. On the bonds, we do have the ISTV, which is short-term bonds, sitting at $53. And we do have U.S. aggregate bonds, which is AGG, sitting at $151. Well, he's doing good. I thought his portfolio would be doing worse than this, but so far, so good. Everything is looking great. But anyways, yeah, now you have it. Do not get anybody trying to tell you we're back. We're not back yet. You see these oil prices? Yeah, they're going to make everything else worse. So just get ready for it. Like I said, every day, me, when I'm buying King Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, and Cash. You remember that Cash? It's about to make sense to you. You're about to see. Watch stock market. Watch all this stuff go down. And if you have the cash ready, you are going to value all these things. Okay? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Drop me a like. It only takes you a second. Click the like button, okay? Also, don't forget to drop a nice comment. If you don't have anything nice to say, well, just drop me an emoji. Also, don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow, okay? Until I see you in my next one, my friends, please, please, take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.